Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking, and welcome back. All right, so yeah, I had the D baby, and now she's gone, and so we're gonna go ahead and look into something here because I was thinking about this whole thing about whipping, right? And so like I said, I had to go into etymology, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just look at it, here just a little bit, okay? And I don't know, when I looked up the term yesterday, let's see. Yeah, so when I looked up the term yesterday, right, we got to flap violently of certain, ultimately to move back and forth, okay, to raise with a swipe, to swing, to turn, tremble, the sense of both several independent adoptions of formation. Yeah, so let's see. It also, oh, look at that. Yeah, to move back and forth, okay? So when I was thinking about that, I was trying to go back to September, right? And on my channel and stuff like that. And, first of all, it made me think about like going back and forth. Okay. So like when I told you guys during this awakening or this ascension, these past 2 years, that there was a point in time where I couldn't like sit still, something it made me feel uncomfortable at home. So, I would go and stay maybe at a hotel or go and stay, at my, one of my dad's apartments or something like that. And, I don't know, it just had me feeling some kind of way or whatever, like mentally. I felt like it was like a spiritual, but also like 5G or some kind of tech, something like signals or frequency or something like that. Okay. So when I'm thinking about this going back and forth or whatever, so-called for its shape. So what does it say? A snake? All right, so again, it made me think about that energy, right? But then it also brought me into the biblical text when we're talking about in Job, right? Since we were just in Job too. Well, look, it's Job 2. So again, there's that 22, okay? When the Lord said to Satan, "Where have you come from?" And Satan answered to the Lord and said, "From going back and forth in the earth and from walking up and down in it," okay? So again, like, I don't know, like I said, it's like some kind of domestic disturbance or some kind of disturbance or something like that in energy. Yeah, so a lot of, the Bible says different terms. We're just using that one. But the whole thing about back and forth, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's just making me think like, because I know they were saying immigrants on some, platforms and stuff like that, but they're migrant, right? Because migrant is like, can be somebody that lives in a country, but they're being pushed to move to another part of the country or, from one town to another or one is more to me. Okay. If I go ahead and break down immigrants with the E or migrant, migratory energy is usually like somebody from moving from the north to the south in the winter. You see what I'm saying? I got a couple neighbors. Hold on one second. That actually do that around here. Okay. So that's what it makes me think about. But then, I don't know why we're here in First Corinthians. I was looking at something else, and then it made me think about like the dynamic of breaking up the home or something like this, right? To break a foundation or to make something weak. So again, I went back into my channel to see what I was talking about, like in the month of September. Okay. And these were a couple of videos that I found. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go through these videos and see what was being said here. Okay. But I know that there must have been something. I'm going to go back after this video and probably go through this American Aboriginal Negroes, because I'm pretty sure maybe that had something to do with some kind of movement there. But then like I said, I don't even know right here. This crazy in Pisco, Canada. Okay, but again, this is kind of like where I feel like sometimes we awaken giants, when we go looking on these searches. It's like uncovering something or bringing something to life. Then I noticed again with this energy of this, this Kanika Jenkins case, okay? And this video has like 12,000. I think I have one of those videos of the Kanika Jenkins that got like 100 and something thousand views or whatever, okay? But it brought me back to that energy, okay, of okay, so if that happened in September, and then we were talking about how that might be some kind of ritual, and then if you look back at all the years, what kind of big thing, and it's something like this was a part of my awakening here. I think it was first Sandra Bland, and then Kanika Jenkins, like it exploded everything for me with looking at things differently when it comes to, you know, law or, you know, things like this, okay? And then I also noticed that when we were talking about the flood there, okay, that happened like 2 years ago. Wow, 222, okay? So a lot of 22s, okay? So the FEMA Walmart, millions of Americans are missing or displaced, okay? So then we talked about the barges and like, where did those people go that were on those barges? You know what I'm saying? After that storm. And I kept telling y'all, I feel like they relocating some of our people, okay? So again, that's why I was saying about this whole, throughout this time, we've been talking about it in that sense as to who are these people really, you know what I'm saying? Because at one point in time, we were seeing people that seemed to be Hispanic, people that seem to be Arabic, you know, and then people that seem to be looking like so-called black people, you know, it's like, or American Indians, maybe even islanders, okay? So, you know, but I feel like, again, I think it's like Africa, like the closest point, not Haiti, but if you go to South America, okay, the closest point to Africa would be like, I think it's like 8,000 miles or something like that. So you have to think about that too, that people might be coming from overseas, you know, from Africa. We don't hear that, but again, I know a whole bunch of people came over during the Biden administration, and we talked about also then, like in Oklahoma or Omaha or something, like a lot of these people were being placed there and given homes and cars and working at these meat factories. And I think it was around the time we were talking about the shortage in meat and how they were having to slaughter a lot of different cattle. But I'm wondering who those people were. Like, I mean, because, okay, that didn't come out, that wasn't supposed to come out like that, but it was, right? Because I was wondering, you know, is it kind of like a genocide to move some people out of the way and bring in others, right? Because I haven't really heard much about Native American, I haven't really heard anything about Native Americans lately, you know, any big push or anything since the pipeline and since, okay, I don't know, okay, okay. And since I know that the administration is really, you know, dealing with people that are really hardcore on this far left energy when it comes to, you know, teaming up with these, you know, migratory, I mean, well, teaming up with these people here, okay? And that might be more minorities, okay? We could look at the administration, I mean, at the Democrats as more of a mixed melting pot of individuals. I mean, we don't have to look at it like that, but, you know, we know that these days, even though so-called African Americans used to lean towards Republican back in the 1800s or earlier days, nowadays we see that it is, you know, if you think about Republicans, people just think about like stiff, like, you know, white men. I mean, that's just what people tend to think of, or like middle, higher class individuals. Okay. That's just off the surface. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I should say that. But I do remember the concern about them packing up these people when we were talking about these FEMA camps and these things like this, all right, and placing them in these trucks or whatever and taking them to Walmart, things like that. Also, the thing like there was a news anchor that was live on the scene supposedly during one of these storms, and you know there was this homeless man that was saying that he was going to go to the Red Cross, but people were killing people in there. Okay, so again, I just like to, you know, I like to go and trickle back through things sometimes to look at this. Okay. So, like I said, it made me think about like how we're talking about the breaking down of the family and how we're talking about this now with all of these people, these millions of people coming in, these foreign people with this flood. Basically, that's what it is, okay, from Genesis, okay, that God promised not to do again, all right? So, again, this is a flood. This is some type of a flood, okay? And so it makes me think, like I told you before, that most American, you know, I mean, we're having a problem with this we're supposedly and allegedly having a problem with this fentanyl energy with so-called white children, and then so-called black men are being locked up, right? Or have been for a very long time for minor cases and things like this. Then it makes me think about private prisons and, you know, what was the concern about those individuals in there when it came to the vid, you know? So it's just a many things, okay? And the conditions of some of those jails and stuff like that when the vid was going on, supposedly, okay? or the nothing. All right. That's what we call it on this channel. Okay. So again, it made me think about, like I told you, the energy of all of these people coming in. And then, I don't know, it's just like, you have to look at it like a change in the dynamics of family, or just like the American Indians are so-called, we find out who we are over the past couple years. And then now we have to weed through this energy of a whole bunch of other people that look like us coming into the country. And it's seeming like I said, when we go back to the sixth, is it the sixth? Yeah, it's the Six of Pentacles, where again, it's seemingly that migratory immigrants, whatever. That's why I want to get straight who we're talking about here, okay? Because I look at migratory people as Americans that are being displaced in their own land. Homeless people that used to have houses and they move somewhere else where they can live in a tent city or something. Like that's what I look at as migratory, or they can't afford to live here, so they move there, all right? So that's what I more consider migratory. If we want to talk immigrants, then yeah, I'm going to think we're talking about people that are coming in from a distant land. I mean, again, you can look those up, in etymology and see what you think they mean, but that's just what it looks like to me. So again, we're talking about this whipping or this thrusting. I told you guys that whenever they're giving us something on the media, more than likely it's a perception of something, but really there's something else going on in the background here. Okay. It's like a dual or parallel or allegorical sense of something. Okay. Again, signs and symbols run the world to me. Okay. So, okay. So that makes me wonder, like, even with Katrina and even with all these other things that have been happening, where did all those people go? Like I said, on the barges, these things like this. And I talk about this stuff thoroughly in my old videos on the channel. But, yeah, this made me think about this because you guys remember when I said I went to my sister's house, and I can't remember exactly when this was, but I went to my sister's house, okay? And I ended up, because I was going to be going out to Florida, right? And we were going to fly out from where, closer to the airport. And so I ended up staying at this hotel, in Chicago, which happened to be the hotel where this Kenneka Jenkins thing happened, okay? And I didn't feel comfortable, so I had somebody come pick me up, okay? But I had fallen asleep and I had a dream, and in that dream, okay, there was somebody that had came, because I think I fell asleep like I was doing my makeup or something, and then I just ended up laying down or whatever for a minute, just with my face propped up real nice and everything. And I remember falling asleep like on the edge of the bed, and somebody, I woke up feeling like somebody was like doing something, like, on me, going back and forth. Now the video is up here still. I felt uncomfortable about doing that video, but it was really like the paranormal. It was talking about all the paranormal things and all of the things that were going on, with me around that time. That's why I've been doing these videos. Okay. Just in case anybody else was going through that type of mental or physical, mental or some type of ascension. Okay. Or spiritual, attacks or whatever. All right. So I remember that happening, all right? And then, like I said, I couldn't even go to sleep or whatever. That was like a nap in the middle of the day or whatever, the evening. And I couldn't even sleep there throughout the night. I had to have somebody come pick me up, okay? So, let's see. So again, this made me think about, like I said, I thought I saw somebody even in this person's energy, right, later on. Now the person, now if you look at this girl in this video here, she's like kind of like a brown chocolate skin. But, this girl that I see that looks in her likeness here, she's very bright skinned. And it just, but she looks very much like this girl. Like and then I was telling you guys a couple months ago that even this girl that looked very much like my cousin, you know what I'm saying? She was very, like a abnormal light skin, okay? Very abnormal light skinned, all right? And then I told you guys I went back to her channel because I felt like this is one of those people that was in my energy a lot, right? And then I went back to her channel, or just knew too much about my life, right? And I went back to her channel, and I told you guys I noticed that her skin tone was a little bit different now. It was getting darker, like she was getting color back. Now, I'm talking about like a really waxy, like I've only ran into a couple of people that had this look in my life. That have like a really pale, bright white, like almost starch white look with like a very oily kind of texture to the skin, okay? Oh, why is my ear ringing? Okay. Somebody don't want me talking about it, okay? So again, back and forth. Again, like I said, maybe watering down someone, even this flood energy, or that, if you think about it, watering down someone's pigment or something to their skin. I had looked, and there is a such thing as people doing this, okay? So watering down the pigment of somebody's skin, and then slowly they return back to a certain color. Now, I just wonder, because we talked about colorism, we talked about these type of things when it came to writings of antiquity. So it just makes me wonder. Like I said, I feel like we talk about things here that are seen and unseen, past, present, and future, and we talk about things that are like maybe alien and then also earthly. You know what I'm saying? So again, things that we may not even really recognize or understand. That may be going on here, okay? Because again, let's just get it straight that sometime over the summertime, okay, between I think June and September or something, they were talking about some kind of alien invasion, okay? So again, it's not only just me. This is what the administration was talking about here, all right? But I already felt a presence here, okay? All right. So again, this is bringing me to this part right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and I don't know. I wanted this to be kind of short or whatever. I just wanted to bring some things to the forefront, because if this is the case, then if they're using some kind of technology to mess with people's mind and keep them at like uneasy, and they're zapping people with some kind of, you know what I'm saying, sound waves or something like this in order to make them uncomfortable where they are. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, that leaves room to put a wedge in between. So I'm even thinking the Lovers card right now with that big old hill that's in the middle of the Lovers, okay? And then that angel that looks kind of like Luciferian or whatever that's over these two individuals, okay? There's something in between them trying to keep them apart. But then again, there's a good thing to this, because if you think about that card, okay, matter of fact, wow, I got the Empress and the Lovers right here. These are the only two cards from this deck that are sitting out here, all right? So if you think about it, this girl is sitting here by this tree, and there's this serpent winding up the tree, and there's fruit. All right. And then we have this hill in between here. And then we have this masculine energy to the left of her, my right. Okay. And he's standing by a tree with some fire. So again, it's almost like missiles. You understand what I'm saying? It's like throwing flame, like a flamethrower, kind of energy. If I'm looking at this card here, and whatever this order is coming from the heavens here. Okay. It's blocking out the sun. This angel is blocking out the sun. And there's this cloud here. All right. This person is kind of hovering over like a spacecraft or something like this. I mean, if you really think about this. All right. And this person, just like the devil card, has the masculine. The woman is holding on to her fruit, right? Her last little bundle of grapes, and then the masculine energy has the devil. The devil is standing in between them. Okay. And that energy is lighting a fire or a flame to the masculines, the masculines behind, and in turn, I'm pretty sure that is like trying to burn him or use him as bait, or, you know what I'm saying? So this red hill, and some of my cards is blue, may be representing, like I look at it like the Republican, somebody in the Republican, something trying to keep somebody away from something here. Okay. Because after I used to like to go to hotels for my birthday and stuff like that. But ever since then, I didn't want to do that anymore after the 𝘀𝑒𝑒𝑗 case. Okay. I didn't want to do it no more. It kept me at home. Okay. Out of the hotel. All right. Not that I was being that there, but I'm just saying I like to go off and be sometimes I get overwhelmed and I have to go within and go by myself somewhere. Okay. With the children and everything like that, especially for my birthday and stuff like that. Okay. So we have, yeah, but I definitely felt like there was something, okay? I had a lot of different spiritual things that happened around that time. If I'm really thinking about it here, okay? So, you got to wonder if, like, in this spiritual sense, was somebody trying to keep me away from home? You see what I'm saying? So it's something about energy or wife swap or something here. What did I write down here on this paper too? Okay. Something about some kind of swapping energy here. Okay. I don't even know why I'm hearing swapping spit, but that could just be like DNA or something. Okay. Yeah. So we have new strap, whip, 𝘀𝑒𝑒𝑗, black and white. Okay. Those who call good evil and evil good. Okay. All right. So again, and then again, like I said, with this whole twin flame journey, the twin flame journey started within this time, but there's also that prophecy that I feel was going to be happening in this town around that time. Okay. So, between Esther and Elijah. So it's a lot of things here. Okay. And about her father not wanting her to scry or do the work that she does with writing or reading. And it's the same thing where I feel like some of these people in the administration didn't like what I was doing with my work here. Okay. So again, could that be the main reason? Could some of these people have just thought it was fun and funny because they had some type of power really briefly or quickly to do certain things to certain people that they don't like? Because I feel like these people are connected with some of these nation builders and things that were planted here. Okay. In order to build before or better than the Americans, okay? Build back better. So again, this could also have to do with AI energy here, okay? And how they could be using AI to try to make those I say the elders or the green ones that are anointed by source and have been given this cup, this Ace of Cups, mentally, or it's already in their DNA and had been activated, all right, rather than somebody that may have been given something in order to alter their appearance or alter their mental or alter something else. Okay. All right. So again, if we're dealing with man, everything that God does, man is trying to do it as well. So like I said, a lot of these people I feel came into the community and took it over and shunned people like me because they didn't like what I was talking about. They didn't like the fact of unity. They just were just talking about just one group of people. Okay. So again, like I said, I don't know what's going on, like I said, up in that house. You understand what I'm saying? But something is off. And that's just what the final decision is for me. All right. So let's see. Yeah, so again, migrant, okay, changing places, okay, a migratory, 1670 of animals. So again, if we're thinking about even the world card, the animals are the two types of beings that are at the bottom of the world card. Then you have the woman and the two wands, and then another creature, that's whispering to her, in that card. And then we also have the Caucasian man at the top, and then we have the bird, the eagle, which I look at as like the Anunnaki energy, okay? But this female is wrapped up in this wreath. And like I said, that represents, I don't know, sometimes it make me think about the tribe of Dan or reptilian energy here, okay? A certain bloodline, all right, that can, I don't know why I'm just hearing like something about the reptilian brain, okay? That fight or flight kind of energy or something here, okay? Or just like a warning, that's what I'm hearing. So again, this is making me think about, again, 1 Corinthians 7 here, when it's talking about concerning things whereof, okay, because during that time, I was in this twin flame journey, but something was telling me, go back to your first love. But like I said, I could not understand exactly what that was talking about at that time. But then there's something here that's talking about this whole energy here of concerning things, okay, or it's making me think about even Satan tempting, okay. But again, all right. Because I feel like there's something also, like I said, with the joining of these two twin flames, that is something that would benefit both of them, right? But one is already lofty and thinks that they have this antidote or science is backing them. And so they might have, they can see, or they're more advanced or something than, whatever anyway. So they feel like they can just, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like, because I see that hermit energy of somebody watching the star or watching somebody for a long time. Right. But while that's going on, many people are watching and many people are violating or taking or, intimidating or, whatever. Like right now, I can see the energy of, when it comes to the tarot community, these people are being used as missiles. We already talked about this, or some type of repellent or some type of something right here. OK, in order to keep something from coming together. And again, it may be OK for, like I said, I look at it with the masculine energy some kind of way, because, again, that would be for me, they're above. Right. And then I will be considered below. OK. But, like I said, there's something naturally that's supposed to be happening between these people, whether it's some type of connection or communion or friendship or something that's supposed to happen, like I said, with these two people that activates something else. All right. And I feel like somebody is afraid of that. All right. So again, there may have been a time limit for these two people to meet. OK. And these people think they won because they kept us apart. OK. And then I think also old school ways of looking at things, like some of the stuff in this biblical aspect, which I think is more talking about people in nations going against their own nation and dealing with other people from other nations. I don't think it's talking about sexual acts. I don't really think, like I said, I don't see it the same. Okay. I don't see it the same. Okay. With sexual immoralities and stuff like that. I just don't see it the same. Okay. Again, that's a natural behavior for people. Okay. I think it was talking about the way that these tribes and nations broke up is by brother going against brother. Those are the immoralities here, okay? Or even going with other women from other tribes, because when you do that, you're allowing these women, we even talked about this yesterday, to genetically some kind of way join with your DNA, which in this time could have given them some type of access to information that would be pertaining to another tribe. And this would be a way to, I don't even think I want to use demoralize, but to cause pain or affliction or separation within a body. And a body, you know what I'm saying, it could be a church or a group or a tribe or a nation. You know, like it's like a cankerous sore or something that's placed within a family bloodline or something to, you know, like I said, to make these people operate in some kind of way where they will reject the cornerstone that was selected and placed there in like a sovereign energy that had been anointed by God to be the leader for these people, God-running forces to come in. These are people that's playing God on this plane, all right? To come in and will be allowing these people to come in and infiltrate, or like I said, remove that most powerful one that's supposed to be the one that's breaking this generational curse or awakening tribe, okay? And then you add this cancerous energy into this family by giving little trinkets and little gifts and funds and things like this. They're going to turn their back on that top person, and then that person ends up being the fall guy or the scapegoat, where everybody is, or the cash cow, where everybody is benefiting off of something from that entity. And when they're done, they just leave that person for dead. Right? And they don't even understand that it was an infiltration from another group connecting onto your family line some kind of way, telepathically or other. All right. Sending in some kind of messages through the online or whatever. Okay. In order to cause a separation there, to divide and conquer here. Okay. So again, somebody's working 100% to keep this spirit alive. But there's other people now in the group that have been infiltrated and are now, you know, eating away at the root of it. Okay. Ooh, it's so disgusting. You know, I remember seeing this, and I think I had it in one of these videos of this Freemason image of these people sitting at the table, right? It was like a round table, and it was all these men, right? And then there was a goat sitting next to each one of them. And that's what made me think about that tethered energy here, okay? Yeah. But like for some reason for me, and I feel like this other entity or this other person, I don't know, or I'll just say for me, I feel like for me, like even if I had a doppelganger, like I know that there's a doppelganger or succubus energy or a copycat energy that is probably somewhere a family member from like a distant relative that may look similar or something like this, that they may be trying to use to navigate in the political arena or whatever and speak for the family. Like they think that this person could do it better when God chose who they chose, when the gods or the ancestors chose who they chose. Okay. And then we also can look at it as, let's see, again, some kind, like I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm hearing like Star Wars clone world wars, and I've never even seen it. Okay. But again, I don't know. Like I said, there's also, like, I feel like there's something about the Milky Way here. Okay. Like I had an encounter here. Okay. With that energy. Right. While I was reading that book, The Spring. Okay. And it was funny because I feel like it was talking about it in that book. Okay. And with the Milky Way or something like this, or something about the ether, where I feel like there is a me somewhere, not even on this planet. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Right. And also alien could be, you know, when I looked it up, I could swear it said something about somebody being from a distant place, not outer space. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know. So again, all right. So it says, what know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you. So again, this makes me think about the ruach or wisdom too. Okay. And I was just thinking about this earlier before I even read this actually. Okay. I don't know why I'm like hearing even like Venus or manifest destiny kind of energy here. And that's the thing. I feel like the time for manifesting was troubled, you know, by something else that's not of God. Not natural. It was something that knew how to penetrate that natural ability, okay, to turn it into something that should have been a peaceful energy for me. But I feel like because that's the cornerstone or the most powerful individual in the bloodline with this information that been given, that it was important for them to keep me preoccupied or not feeling like I'm welcome or something. Okay. So if, again, right now, even in the community, the tarot community is kind of like, everybody says a general reading, but I can sense when something is coming towards me. Okay. And, there's this whole energy of leave, 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 leave. Okay. So it's just like, I don't know. But then again, when I think about it, when it comes to the masculine energies, it's almost like they're either walking away so that I can leave. There's also a pushing away of whatever's going on in the family dynamic or whatever as well. But I feel like this where it comes in to some of us women, I feel we're owed some type of help or something. Not even old, but should have been given some kind of help or something, some kind of assistance, okay? If they're even trying to call us the elders, right? So they want the younger people or our children, all right? Should have been set up properly, right? We're given the proper information personally in order to operate or know what to do next. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay? But I think that because of us not knowing ourselves tribally and all these things like this, some of these people that are building tribes, they're going off the narrative of Native Americans in the U.S. corporation, okay? They're not going off the narrative of the ancestors, right? And that's where I feel like we're getting it wrong. So again, they'll put somebody in your likeness in that community, like say the indigenous community, to now start leading these people. But again, they're giving them more desired satanic, because that's what it's kind of really about, okay? A desirous energy for them to, and I feel like it has a lot to do with the smash and grab and that kind of energy. All right. And then we have people setting up here knowing that these people are doing some certain things and they're letting them get away with it. All right. But I feel like if you're one of those people on that list, we'll just say A list, they waiting for you to try it because that'll be it. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Because I feel like eventually they either want to put somebody down, okay, treat you like an animal, okay, depending on your nationality or what's written on that piece of paper or whatever, all right, or they want you to be silenced, or they want something else to happen here, okay, because you didn't get the antidote, therefore you weren't conformed, therefore, you're not even connected on that one dynamic, like one mind or something. You see what I'm saying? Naturally, we were already of one mind, going, doing our own little things, but kind of like in one mind, knowing where we were going. Right. So I think that something happened with maybe the first, antidote, okay, shot or whatever. Okay. That it was something that was supposed to just bring everything. It was something, I don't know, even though how I spoke about it or whatever, I felt like, again, it's everybody's choice. It should be everybody's choice. Okay. But, I remember joking around saying, would it possibly give you powers or something like that? Okay. And really feeling the pressure of the administration saying, just get it, and I felt like, because again, it's just something that I can sense. All right. So let's see. So, but I got cracked down by the community for saying that, I feel. Okay. And, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe these were the people that were sitting in these positions to be able to afflict someone, right? With this technology or with this stuff. Try to leak little information to let you know that we're watching you. You're not as tough, or you're not as strong, or you're not as godly as you thought, because we have control and we are watching you, and we have these readers that are embarrassing you by letting out little things about you. You thought you were all that. We have allowed different people to be able to view your pictures that might be private, you know what I'm saying, within the community, so they can judge you, since you're supposed to be the chief's daughter, or you're supposed to be that chosen one, right? It's kind of like that energy. All right. So, and then also to let somebody know that you are not your own, okay? So it says, which is in you. Okay, the Holy Ghost, which is in you. And this is what, like I said, this is the scary energy here of me feeling like these masculines, out of spite or out of stupidity, okay, may have, and feminine family members or whatever, may have been letting arch nemesis or, enemies, you know what I'm saying, in on this networking here, in order to defile those star individuals in the family. All right. And then also allowing these people to penetrate your mind, or have access to your memories or your Akashic, right? Okay. And also that would be embarrassing too. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like, to me anyway. Okay. But I feel like, again, like I told you guys, I can feel when people are trying to penetrate my energy. Okay. When I have an energy shift or something like that. And so I feel like, again, they're somebody, somehow, some beings or somebody is allowing people to have access to people's mental here. Now, I don't know if it has something to do with this fifth generation energy or what, but I'm just saying. Okay. Um, yeah, so it's saying, and somebody is not your own. So like I told y'all before, like this is a silly way to look at it, but like think about it as if somebody had like a cartridge, right? Where they can change out, or they had some kind of something where they can change out your mood, or it's almost like Sims. Like people are playing a game with people's lives, where this might have been something that people were able to do with like the FBI, CIA, some of these groups or something like this in the past, but it was monitored and it was very much under wraps, where I feel like now we have let just anybody into these positions and they have had access to people. I think that this is what it is. I see this. This is what I see. Okay. All right. So again, it says where that can turn into something, like I said, is leading me to the Whore of Babylon energy, or like China with the 10 of Pentacles here. All right. Somehow making some money off of some, like there's these weird, doll things that they have. And you just don't know. You don't know the minds of some of these people, okay? And some of these people, some energies I can tap into, not even on purpose, because I'm never directly like saying, oh, I want to get into this person's energy. It never is me. Things could just come to me, okay? So again, it's saying you are not your own, for ye are bought with a price, okay? And again, in my energy, I feel like no man can buy or sell me, all right? So it says with a price, therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which ye are God's. Okay. And this is saying with a capital G though. Okay. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who these energies are talking about here. All right. Because it seems like there is a supremacy issue here going on with some people that have been brought up to a high spirit. And if we look at this Holy Ghost spirit, it's kind of making me think that they have taken something from a prototype energy, like a Venus energy, like a Maya energy, or like something else, and have dispersed it or placed it within these people. And I think that what happened was the boosters, okay, have altered something. Man, we're not even gonna go all the way into it, but this is just what I'm telling y'all, what I'm seeing. I'm just getting it straight from the source. I feel you don't have to believe me or think the same way. It's fine. All right. Yeah, so I feel like this is talking about a certain group of people here that have some kind of authority or something here. All right. And God in your body. So like I said, this makes me wonder about, like I told y'all before, who's the who? Who's really running things? You see what I'm saying? Who's really going to take the fall? If it goes down, who is it going to fall on? Okay. This is so awkward. This is so awkward. We're even talking like this, but this is what I'm clearly seeing here. I am in the Father and the Father is in me. So there's something here, okay? And in your spirit, okay? Because I remember in the other chapter it said, yeah, use something of God, but then it said, but my spirit tells me otherwise. So the spirit energy could be, I don't know why I'm hearing third party, okay? Which are God's, yeah. So it's almost like a third party situation where a feminine has been placed over, a real feminine female chief or male chief. Foreign energies, like I said, okay, that are more appealing to the administration or G7 energy. Okay, so concerning the things you wrote me, is it good for a man to touch a woman? So again, I don't know. Like I said, what does this have to do with this whipping or kicking or touching that keeps coming out in these cards? Matter of fact, let me just pull some of these out real quick, okay, as we go. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay. So we have shower here, okay, and it's in reverse. So again, this is another thing. Like I kept telling y'all, I feel like somebody is using some type of technology or something to watch people in their private, okay. All right. I don't know how many people or who all are affected. I'm pretty sure there's only a certain amount of people or a group of people that they need to do it to. All right. So again, we have crack. Okay. Yeah. A crack in the foundation. We have slay here. Okay. We have blood. Yeah, I think it has to do with bloodlines here. Okay. All right. So again, to touch a woman. So again, depending on what we're using. And here's that 7 again. Yeah. What we're talking about when we're talking about a woman here. Because this could be somebody considered as man as one group, Adam as a group, okay, or atom, okay, and then man, okay, and then woman. So again, this may be talking about like what I was talking about the other day. If there had been some kind of interaction between those higher ups, okay, and then the lower, okay, as above, so below. I'm hearing do as thou wilt, okay. So how close are some of us, and how many transactions or energies or intertwining that have we had between these beings already over the 1,000 years, 900 years is what I'm hearing, okay. Even more, but I'm just saying that's standing out for some reason. They wanted me to say that. All right. So nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. So I feel like, this is what this is talking about. Okay. This is talking about like third party energy already. Okay. So this was already going on. The eager beaver. We have beaver here. We have hard here, and we have chocolate here. Okay. So I feel like this is talking about, definitely this might be talking about something like that, where this was maybe a selection of chieftains or higher ups that were supposed to be claiming a wife or a woman, you know what I'm saying? And this could be just like as a union, like about nation building or business or corporate, it could be something like this or whatever. Okay. It could be a romantic something too, but I feel like this is talking about what has already been going on in this world. Okay. And then also looking at it in a different light here, where you should be able to know the person. Okay. That you should be able to know the person, like in the 3D, right? So if we're talking 5D or other dimensions, that you should, what was told to me by the ancestors and things is that I'm supposed to meet someone, it was going to start off as something in the 5D or another dimension, but something was going to happen where we meet in the 3D, okay? Now, if that's a business partner or something like this in some kind of regions or something like this, I don't know, but that's just what, like I told you, what I was thinking was going to be happening here. And I feel like somebody ripped me off from that. So we have dragon. Also, when I see dragon, I think about the Dagon or Draco or that kind of energy. Okay. And then we have stuff. Yeah. Because I feel like there's some stuff that's supposed to be taken care of here. Because I don't know why I'm hearing I don't know why I just heard like shapeshifter. Okay, hold on. Because I just picked up this other little tiny deck of these cards. Okay, and one happened to be called the shapeshifter deck. Okay. So, yeah. So I feel like something like this was going on behind the scenes. Okay, this is maybe why I'm able to see certain things or sense them. Okay, and that now things are not supposed to be that way, that people can come out of the dark. Okay, with this kind of energy possibly. But, I feel like for some reason the ancestors feel kind of betrayed in my part, because I feel like what they're doing is trying to match someone that could be looked at or considered as somebody that's supposed to be reigning next here. Okay, in the stead of their forefathers or their fathers, right? Or the ones that came before her as that Christ energy. And they're trying to give that birthright or that blessing away to someone else that didn't do the work, that sat there and watched me do the work and copycat me and my energy, and then end up taking on these masculines or taking on these roles with these people and working behind the scenes while they're leaving me in the dark about things. So I feel like even today when they're talking about this, like, oh, these people are going to get away with it and Biden's not saying anything, well, it's making me think like they're trying to make him come off as senile and old, but these people have disconnected. I feel like they have disconnected the head even up to the establishment. I told y'all that months ago. I mean, we just do prophecy here all day long. I breathe the shit, okay? They have disconnected the head. These are people that have really bogarted themselves into positions here, and they are ripping it apart here, okay? And that's just what's going on, all right? And this is just people that are benefiting and calling evil good and good evil, period. All right, so we have uncertainty, and it's in reverse here. And it says, who you will become. No, choose who you will become, okay? All right? Uncertainty. Wait, let's see. Yeah, choose who you will become. Okay, 39. All right. And then we have 15, the message for a rabbit. What does it say? Sacrifice in the animal world. Wait, hold on. Let me look at this. Service in the animal world. I don't know. Maybe that's what it says. These things are too little. I'm not going to keep these. Okay. It says clock time, time, pressure, in a rush. So this is some of these things are like Alice in Wonderland, I'm thinking, okay? So again, there's these gears here. There's a rabbit, a white rabbit for fertility, but the girl and the rabbit have red eyes here, and then we have the clock, okay? Clock and time here, okay? Yeah, because I feel like there's this energy of like I said, these feminine energies want the empress out of the way, okay? Or they'll take somebody else that's in the likeness of the empress with this masculine. They just don't want the empress. This is what I feel, okay? And it's so funny to me because I can just sense it, okay? So again, it's saying, yeah, to avoid fornication. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife and let every woman have her own husband. Okay? Because fornication also to me could mean, somebody betraying their husband or wife. But again, you some of this stuff is going on telepathically. You wouldn't even really think about it that way. Okay? Let the husband. So in Revelations, when they're asking, what all did you show them? You know what I'm saying? And somebody said, I showed them everything. Like that. That's what I'm saying. It makes me wonder what we're talking about there. So it says, let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. So again, yeah, but I feel like whatever this was going on with these energies above me was these people, it was one-sided. It was unrequited. It was just, they were hovering over. I knew that the presence or whatever was there, but I don't think anybody was really, you know what I'm saying, valuing how I feel. So that's how I know we're dealing with different type of beings here. We're dealing with, I'm hearing so heartless, right? I'm also hearing, the soul of America here, okay? Fighting for the soul because somebody wants it. Everybody wants it. Like, I feel like there's a woman that wants to be me. She want to be inside of me. She want to be, it's just weird, okay? But I feel like whatever it is, I'm just too strong. Like, I can feel them kind of trying to sneak in, okay? Right? And then this wife have no power over her own body. So this could be a conservatorship or a governor energy here. Okay. Now these people could be lending bodies out. They could be lending vehicles out. Vehicles can be being hijacked. I feel like there's just chaos. Okay. Going on. Selling out. I hear sell out. Okay. And likewise, so again, you may be looking at your husband that live with you, you might be seeing some strange actions. But then also you may not see that. But then again, higher up, a governor or a president or some that presides could be doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Or these other beings that are not from here may be doing the same thing. Harvesting. Okay, we did the harvest video probably around that time a year or two ago. All right. And I got in big trouble, I think, about that one. All right. So yeah, but also the husband don't have power over his own body, okay? But the wife. All right, so again, that just made me think about this energy here. Y'all, and we're in we're in 1 Corinthians 7, and you can go ahead and read that. I don't want to continue to read all of this, but for I would that all men were even as myself, but every man hath his proper gift of God. You know what? I feel like this is talking about the antidote, okay? But if she depart, let her remain unmarried, okay? Or reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. So I don't know about this energy here, okay? Because I feel like somebody made sure to make sure that I would not be aware of this kind of energy here. Right. And that's what I'm saying about the breadcrumbing or the love bombing energy here. OK, and to a certain time. And then now it would lead me, someone who should be leaving off into another chapter in my life spiritually. This could be even something like I'm saying. This could be something that was cultural, so-called cultural for people, into a more, calmer waters or whatever, and now I'm not able to do that because somebody was holding on to me or holding me back or didn't think that I would fit in or would control that narrative, not only with themselves but someone else. And it's almost like God was given a free pass for this free for all, right? This fun and games or whatever. But I feel somebody really created a blockage here to keep me on the sidelines while, this masculine or these masculines went off and did whatever. We're talking telepathic, astral energy, whatever kind of energy. Okay. All right. So again, and I feel like this brother energy saying enjoy the ride, right? But it's almost like, like how, you see, like we're gonna all sit here and act like I'm gifted in these ways, but I don't know how. Why is that? Why can I sense what you guys are doing, but I'm not in on it? You know what I'm saying? But then again, you could, to me, I feel like with these culture wars and stuff like this, you could have a 3D husband, but you can also have common law marriages and other marriages in the heavens or kingdom husbands as well. Okay. And then also when we're talking about in that law book about, whoever you've been with. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Taking a piece of the pie. Okay. Could be some kind of energy here too, okay? But then it's unfortunate, okay? Because I'm feeling like, some feelings of hurt or something like that, okay? Because I feel like some of us were made to not be able to see certain things. So, okay, let's say this, okay? And I'm going to say this and I'm going to finish. Like, I feel like some of us have been, done some kind of way where we can't entertain the astral world or we can't access those things or whatever, but people can access us, right? And, or even some of us are healers, right? Where our body or our touch or our something heals people. So we were put in a situation possibly, at some point in time, like I look at like the tarot, which is in the Torah and the Torah and the tarot, as it could be reversed, okay? So again, a woman can be a queen of wands, you know what I'm saying? Or king of wands, but these energies their vassals or their bodies are used for more than just a sensual act. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So you don't, because like even when you're young and you do certain things, you're like, why did I, but what these people are going to try to make it seem like is that you were a horrible person and all this and that. But at the same time, I don't look at, I used to probably could look at it like that. But now I'm seeing it as like, no, you don't even understand. None of you would even be knowing what you know, or none of you would be activated, or none of you would be anything if it weren't for, some of those king of wands or queen of wands energy that somebody might look down at as promiscuous. But what I'm telling you, when we're talking about India superior, okay, and we're talking about India in general, and we're talking about these older ancient energies, it was a free for all. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that also there's a time when people are trying to settle down. Like some of these people are spiritually trying to look for that kingdom spouse so they can settle down. And I feel like what was done was wrong to some of us to try to cause these other delays and these other things and these rumors and things like that, or, try to make people judge people on their past or whatever. And I feel like this is a large group of people that are some type of healers here that we had a job to do. And it's just the way I feel about it. Okay. Like I said, so it can lead to a lot of women that may be being left, like the husband goes out for milk or something and don't come the fuck back. Or like, it's going to leave a lot of people possibly in some situation here, like people just disappearing. And I feel like that's so sad, also like even their energy, or like you knew somebody for who they were, but all of a sudden their energy is off. They're changed. They're not the same, because I feel like something has been altered here on a mass scale. All right. So, it almost even make you scared to go back to normal. You see what I'm saying? Everybody want to go back to normal. I don't think there's a such thing. Wait a minute. And a woman which hath a husband that beloveth not, and if he is pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. Okay, but I feel like this is going to leave a lot of women that are going to be left on the sidelines here. By some of these masculines, or you're just dealing with a shell of a man, okay, or a shell of a woman. No happiness there, okay? So it's also making me think about like being daggered in the heart for 1,000 years. But it's like, I say because of whatever blinding or binding ritual had been done to some of us, that we didn't even have a fair chance, or we didn't have a chance to reciprocate that energy, which allowed for somebody else to even come in and take your kingdom spouse. Wow. Sanctified by the wife. And then now a lot of us are going to go back to normal, thinking it's back to normal, but your husband may have another woman on the side that they're probably in a narcissistic manner is not even going to want to tell you about. So I just think that that's, I don't know. I just feel this is the kind of energy that I'm sensing here. Okay. But, and then this card here is Little Red Riding Hood. I am not a victim. Okay. All right. And then the Brother Raccoon, a safe place to go. And then the Wolf Moon, I will watch over you. And then we have the Kitsune, I will show you whom to trust. Okay. It says butterflies in gloom. I'm hearing some kind of mission or something here. Okay. After sadness, happiness and hope return. Okay. Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire trust and confidence. Okay. So, all right. So we have a time to say goodbye in reverse. And this little girl is holding a dragon, a little pet dragon. It says something is about to end for now. And we have 13. Okay. So again, oh, there's that 13 again. All right. So like I said, this is what I feel like happened here. I don't know how we got from immigration to, but it is about migratory energy. It is about making moves. It's about territorial energy. It's about people moving to different regions. You don't know why you want to leave or whatever, but that's another reason why I feel like some of our finances were attacked, is to keep us where we can. It seemed like you don't want to move, but it's like really literally you can't, because a lot of these women were going to be at-home moms, or women that would be not having a mate, or would be alone, or single moms in the first place. You see what I'm saying? That would be these women that these energies would come to, or these alien forces, or these ancient aliens or whatever would come to, you know, in order to entertain them. It wasn't, you know, it was the women that were doing just their daily duties or whatever at home, or, you know, amongst the tribe or the clan, you know. Think about those myths of like wolf men or whatever in the, you know, by the berry bush when a motherfucker go get some grapes or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of energy. Okay. But I feel like it didn't have to be that physical at this point in time. It was more of a mental thing with this 5th generation energy here. All right. And that's just it. Okay. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because I feel like putting these things here, two and two together, and these things here, it definitely was somebody made it real personal here. Okay. Blocking out somebody and making it feel like, you know, it would turn these people, like make you feel like something was wrong. You know, like something is wrong with me or something like that. But I'm like, no, I know damn well it ain't nothing wrong with me. It's something wrong with whoever they got playing this game. Okay. So again, you know, for me, I'm just like, whatever. I do look at relationships differently. I look at things a lot differently now than I did before I started this part of my journey. But, you know, at the end of the day, I know I didn't deserve the treatment. Okay. And somebody is just trying to have their cake and eat it too. All right. And so I decided, like I said, that I'm just going, you know what I'm saying, chill. Okay. You know, because I'm the type of person that, you know, once I know what I want, it ain't nothing that's going, you know, that's why we used to call my daughter Whip, right? Once she know what she want, that's it. And then that's the same thing for me. Once I know what I want, you know what I'm saying, that's it. If I said peanut butter cookies, don't bring me no damn Oreos. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of, or I'm going to just get up and go by myself. And if you do something to my car, I'm going to get up and walk by like that's the kind of energy, right? So, yeah, I don't know. That was just a start on something, but I feel like these people should be held accountable, because again, I see what's really, you know, I'm reading between the headlines or between the lines, and I'm seeing what they were doing here. Okay, and that was this is like spiritual, like this 5 of Wands sitting here looking at me right here. Okay, is making me think about like the ancestors. Like this ain't even making me think about there's a war in heavens. Usually this is my war in heavens card. All right, or a war amongst the tribes. This is the war this is like, you know, maybe Star Wars type shit. Okay, something else is going on here about this. The ancestors and somebody is very upset. Okay, we have the Page of Cups here with this fish, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like the school of fish, somebody in the school of fish was in this page's ear, and the messages were not getting back to these masculines like they were supposed to, right? All right, and we have the Empress here. Okay, And then we have our Four of Pentacles, which is my King David card. And then we have the Seven of Swords in reverse here, which is my Muhammad card. Okay. Yeah. But again, I feel like the thing about me this time, people want to just say, be glad that you can see now a little bit. And I'm like, no, I want to see the whole thing. So it reminds me of what I was just reading the other day when I think Jesus was about to leave or something like that. And then, and which I feel like probably even if the energy was around, that is too late now. Right. So, you know, like that's what I feel like these people be doing here. Okay. Because shiesty, right? But it's that kind of energy. Like I want to be able to see with this Eight of Swords in reverse here. Okay. Somebody want to be able to see. And I remember it said before Jesus left, he came back and he, you know, let the person see or whatever. Okay. And I feel like that is the energy here. Okay. This is what I feel like somebody wanted me to miss out on. It's more than that. We have the Devil here and we have our Saki card, number 9 here. And so that's probably why she had such a smart mouth yesterday, because they know that something has already went on and passed. Okay. And I'm hearing that somebody cried. Okay. And I'm wondering if this is some kind of energy of somebody. Oh yeah, and we got this Queen of Cups sitting here looking like, oh, it's mine, it's mine. So yeah, not only did that, you know, like I said, they either sent off or something this masculine, one of these masculines, or they're trying to, and they're gonna leave me with a half a man than what I even had in the physical here. Okay, because we have this Emperor in reverse here. All right, because I feel like, yeah, this Two of Cups in reverse, whatever fun times and these frequent flyer miles and things these people was using, you know, was sucking these men dry. The Queen of Swords, okay, because she could be a mean motherfucker, okay, but just orderly as well, you know, just like swiping some, you know, which might have left me in a Queen of Swords energy, like, so that's people was coming at me like that, okay, then I got to use this sword and just clear the air, because I don't want nobody trying to, you know, map me up with nobody that I'm not about to be fucking with, because they're going to be looking stupid as hell, all right, because I'm going to find out how to scorch your motherfucking ass, you come around here trying to sneak the fuck up in my back door, all right. So again, we got the Three of Pentacles in reverse, which is that crafty counsel, but we have the Chariot, okay? And we have this Three of Cups with these females celebrating their victory in reverse here, okay? And then we have the Star card, okay? Yeah, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse here because somebody is not going to be left out in the cold. And then we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse because these people are no longer going to be able to shortchange Americans or, you know, in general, okay? All right? But I still feel like somebody is not going to want to take a cup, okay? And it may be me looking like I don't want none of that. I don't want that motherfucker. Okay. All right. Yeah. Which they want to, you know, depending on what it is. Because I don't want nothing that I don't want. Okay. And so I just be by my motherfucking self and just make sure that these motherfuckers do not have access to me. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So again, we got the World card in reverse here. Okay. And then we got the Sun card. All right. And then we have Judgment here. Because, okay, and they came in sideways. So I feel like somebody's trying to get rid of something or do something here where they don't want judgment to be called. All right. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. So we're going to leave it at that. Okay. This is just, like I said, this is a random freestyle here. I hope somebody got something out of it. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. If you want to, you can support anything that I have going on down in the description. If I don't have it listed in the description here on this video, then it's already on the next video. But I'm pretty sure I should be able to put it on, you know what I'm saying, once I finish uploading this. So anyways, take care.